The ground shakes as artillery shells explode around your foxhole. The deafening blasts throw dirt and debris into your face. Your ears ring painfully as you wipe the mud from your eyes. In the distance, something unusual cuts through the chaos. Martial music playing from loudspeakers. Through the haze, you make out figures moving deliberately through the hedgerow. German paratroopers, with gleaming chrome bayonets fixed to their rifles. But this is just one counterattack. To survive the Battle of Beau Coudray, you'll have to fight off 14 of them over a harrowing 3 days. Hi, I'm Fernando Prieto, creator of the POV World War II podcast, launching September 2nd. Today, I want to introduce you to one of the most extraordinary combat situations of the Normandy campaign. William Biehler and the 90th Infantry Division facing the elite German paratroopers at Beau Coudray. This is the kind of immersive you-are-there storytelling you can expect from our podcast, placing you directly in the boots of the men who fought in World War II's most intense battles. In early July 1944, just weeks after D-Day, the Allied advance through Normandy had become a brutal slog through what soldiers called hedgerow country, an ancient landscape of small fields surrounded by earthen walls, topped with dense vegetation. Here's where William Biehler and the 90th Infantry Division found themselves, at a crucial crossroads near Beau Coudray. Their mission was to secure this area as the Allies pushed to secure the Cotentin Peninsula. What made this battle particularly challenging was their opposition, the elite 15th Parachute Regiment of the 5th Parachute Division. These weren't ordinary Wehrmacht troops, but specially trained paratroopers with extensive combat experience. Initially, the 90th Division had struggled in Normandy with leadership problems and high casualties, earning them a poor reputation among Allied commanders. What would happen at Beau Coudray would test these men to their absolute limits. Picture yourself in William Biehler's position. You're crouched in a hastily dug foxhole. The infamous Norman hedgerows surround you. These aren't decorative shrubs, but natural fortresses, with roots going back centuries, creating walls of earth 3 to 4 feet tall, topped with dense tangles of vegetation. Visibility is terrible. You can barely see 50 yards ahead. Every approach is a potential ambush point. Every shadow might hide an enemy soldier. You've been in combat for days, rotating between fighting, digging, and brief moments of fitful sleep. Your company, K Company, of the 357th Regiment, has been ordered to hold this position at all costs. Intelligence reports indicate that the Germans are determined to break through your lines. The first attack comes just before dawn. You hear it before you see it. Martial music blaring from speakers, maybe a psychological tactic meant to unnerve you. Then artillery shells begin to fall, the explosions throwing dirt and debris into your foxhole. When the barrage lifts, you peer over the edge of your position and see them. German paratroopers, advancing across the field, moving in practiced formation. Their chrome-dressed bayonets gleaming even in the dim light. These aren't conscripts. These are some of Germany's best troops. Your hands tighten around your M1 rifle. The German soldiers are getting closer. 150 yards, 100 yards. You can now clearly see their faces under their helmets. They look determined, professional, dangerous. What would you do at this moment? At what range do you open fire? Do you aim for the officers leading the formation? Or concentrate on the machine gunners providing covering fire? How do you distribute your limited ammunition, knowing there might be more attacks to come? And perhaps most importantly, how would you find the mental resilience to withstand not just this attack, but potentially many more? The combat experience of William Biehler at Beau Coudray raises all these questions and more. The decisions made in those hedgerows would determine not just individual survival, but the success of the Allied advance. What I've shared today is just the beginning of William Biehler's extraordinary story. In our full podcast episode launching September 2nd, you'll experience his entire combat journey, from the hedgerows of Normandy to the urban combat at Metz, where he was eventually wounded. The POV World War II podcast uses first-hand accounts like William's to create an immersive experience unlike any other history podcast. We don't just tell you what happened. We put you there, in the moment, facing the same impossible decisions these soldiers confronted. William's story is remarkable, not just for what happened at Beau Coudray, but for his entire combat journey. The 90th Division was in combat for 308 days, the record in the European theater, and they suffered over 137% casualties. This means the division faced losses exceeding its original strength, with many units nearly wiped out and rebuilt. What did it take to survive and maintain your humanity through such an ordeal? That's what we'll explore in our podcast. Click the link in the description or visit povworldwar2.com. That's povww2.com to sign up for our email list. You'll also be first to know when the podcast launches on September 2nd, marking the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. Next week, I'll be introducing you to Ernest Hilberg and the chaotic, deadly conditions he faced landing on Omaha Beach. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.